Tech droids, tech droids, tech droids. The only person who's upset about this easy A is future Gohan. They nullify Ki Blast super attack. Android 19, Android 20, or Dr. Gero nullifies Ki Blast super attacks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go against the Ki Blast super attack demon. We ain't talking about Festival Battle Gogeta. We talking about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now we're talking business. We're talking big business right here. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We shouldn't have too much of a problem with him. I know he's type neutral, same type as Android 16. And we know that the tech droids, you know, they're tech. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do here. So let's get this thing started real quick. Look at all these orbs here. So what we're going to do, because Android 17 foresees enemy super attack when HP is 70% or more when there's another Android ally attacking on the turn. So this is nice. This is nice. One thing that I don't want to do just yet, which I guess I could, I don't want to use his you know, evades items attack as a first attack. I don't want to do that, but I know that we have a 70% damage reduction, 70% chance to evade. All right, so we just need to evade. We're gonna keep him first slot. We have him in the back pocket, right? For every key sphere obtained, attack and defense 50%. There's another extreme class ally attacking on the same turn, or allies defense 40%. And then he has a damage reduction of 20%. And then the super class enemy get another one, so he has a 40% damage reduction. Okay, so we should be okay temporarily, right? So let me grab this, right? If I can grab some yellow, oh, I can just grab one. That makes it even better. So we'll grab that one piece right there. And we're gonna grab, I think we get a damage reduction per rainbow key sphere obtained, right? Yeah, so we have a 40% damage reduction, and we're gonna take 12 key spheres, and then we're gonna have a, damn, we have an 80% damage reduction because we have 4 rainbow key spheres. So 80% damage reduction. I feel like it was the best move to put him here. You know what I'm saying? Perfect, perfect. Okay. Appreciate the weavies. Let me see what you're talking about, bro. 23. That's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's gonna have to do right now. All right. 14 with the critty. A 2-piece. All right. 3-piece. So 2 additionals. 2 additionals. That hurts. Super attack is coming here. We know this is his weakest turn. Zeros. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like that. Can we crit?
Garbage.
Bro did goose eggs. 3 goose eggs, right?
Garbage.
3 goose eggs. All right, listen, bro. I'm gonna need you to dodge. You know what I'm saying? You got a 70% chance. I don't need you getting hit by this game. That's just me being honest. I don't need you getting hit by this. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And we have Cell 36 million. Solar Kamehameha. That's 1. There's 2 right here. Okay. 3. Okay. All right, Cell. We have an 80%, right? 80%. We could dodge, but I don't know. 80% damage reduction off his weakest turn we should be okay. I think we should be okay. That's all I'm saying. So here we go. Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha. Wow. Here's what has to happen. I think I'm gonna put this Cell in the last slot because I can't afford him to get normal and die, you know, early. Like we just can't afford that, bro. That's not ethical dokkan, right? So we're gonna put him in the last slot. I think they still have their Ghost Usher, which we're not using right now. There's no reason for us to do that. I mean, I guess I could do that to say the revival, but I don't think they're gonna die here. I just don't think they're gonna die. We have the domain popped, and you know the domain gives tournament participants attack and defense 15%. Androids or Android Cell Saga additional attack and defense 15%. So 797, 695, 7 7-3. The defense is kind of crazy here. So let me look. Let's look at the Carfax here. Greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn. They have a 17% damage reduction, 18% chance of evasion. That's some real attention to detail. I like that on Matsu. That's fire right there. Okay. They randomly change key spheres to tech, and then they launch additional super attack, which is good because previously they really wasn't launching additional super attack, I think, until unless their HP was like beneath a certain point. It was just pretty bland, right? For every key sphere obtained, attack and defense 35%. For every tech key sphere obtained, attack 18%, defense 17. I like how y'all did the kit. That's cool as
I know.
I'm not even gonna cuss, but that's what it's cool as. That's fire. Okay. 2 or more tech key spheres obtained, or 1 or more rainbow key sphere obtained, you get a 35% damage reduction, 35% chance of evading. So let me do the math. So we'd have a 52% damage reduction, and we'd have a 53% chance to evade. That's pretty cool right there, bro. That's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually run them in Festival of Battle as well. And I do believe that having that type of kit is immaculate, bro. That's fire. Okay. And then you have attacking with 12 or more key, attacking defense 150%, HP 35% or less, damage reduction 17%, chance of 18. I do like that. And then when receiving a Key Blast super attack, nullify when HP is 35% or more, or 7 or more key spheres obtained. Android category allies attack and defense 15% for 2 turns with 8 or more key spheres obtained. Wait. So when receiving a Key Blast super attack and I get 8 or more key spheres obtained, that's what happens? Or is it saying when I receive a Key Blast super attack, that just procs in general? My guess is when receiving a Key Blast super attack, I need to get 8 or more key spheres obtained. But that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy here, right? We do have the unit super attack because 18 and 17 are next to them. We're gonna grab these. Okay, so technically we have 7 key spheres, or 5 green. So we have 5 tech key spheres, 2 rainbow key spheres. So what happens here is for every key sphere obtained, attack and defense 35%, and then we're gonna get additional for every tech key sphere, so it's 5. That's kind of nice right there. And then we got 2 or more tech key spheres, so we're gonna get a 35%, or we have a 52% damage reduction, 53% chance of evading. We didn't get 8 key spheres, but we got 7. So I don't know if we're gonna proc that androids are getting, Android allies are getting 15% attack and defense for 2 turns with 8 or more keys for a tank. We didn't get that, but I don't know. I wish we got 8, but apparently we didn't hear. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab this 7 piece. I didn't even check and see if they had a battle motion. I did not check and see. If they had that, but we're gonna find out here. Nice little weave. Okay, 19 is kind of crazy. Like, respectfully, 19 is just not enough. Like, I should have put him in the last slot, right? And then he would have got his attack high enough the following turn. But there's no rush here, right? Last time I used this unit, I didn't pop the active skin in the last slot to proc the shit to 35. 18 plus 17 is 35, by the way. So just want y'all to know that that's some hidden lore right there. Okay, that's 1. This is 2, 38. They greatly raise attack for 1 turn. I seen the comma behind it, so does that mean it's just like it's going to keep going? So it's went from 38 to does it go higher than that? I don't know. But look at the weaves. Appreciate the weaves. That's nice. Okay, and let me see it. Let me see the nullify the Key Blast super attack. Let me see that. Let me see that, bro. You feel me? Let me see what you talking about, Gogeta. You feel me? Take that. Nothing, bruh. That's hard. I should have got 8 or more key spheres and what happened. All right, so Cell is gonna do his super attacks. He's probably gonna die.
Garbage.
Wow. I'm seeing a lot of goose. Obviously, type disadvantage is gonna proc that, but wow.
Garbage.
That's all I'm saying is wow. Zeros. Another 0. Another 0. Yeah, we're gonna die. It didn't even waste any time. He wasted 0 time, which is wow. You know, maybe he comes back, attack and defense 35%, and then he's got more buffs. You won't fall for you're not gonna fall for it. Gogeta's gonna drag you, gang. All right, where's the Ki Blast Super? Ooh, he's supering in the first slot. That's different. I always thought it was like after, wow, damn, he different. I have 1.4 million defense. That's kind of crazy. Did they get a battle motion? I doubt it. I doubt it. No, they didn't. Okay, so what they do is Android category allies attack and defense 60%. Okay. When receiving the attack, defense goes up almost ×3. Per Androids category allies on the team, attack and defense 100% up to 390. Chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 10% up to 39. So we have a 39% damage reduction right now. But HP is 39% or less if there are androids category allies attacking the same turn, forcing enemy super attack, and when receiving a Ki Blast super attack, absorb it recovers 39% of the damage absorbed. So okay, we disable the enemy's guard. So we're basically going to get ×3, which would be when receiving the attack. So what would that going to be here? My math is mathing probably what, 4.2. So roughly 4.2, 4.3 million defense with a 39% damage reduction. So we should be able to take a normal, and we should be able to nullify the Ki Blast super attack here. Do I want to put? I'm going to keep 16 on rotation for sure. Okay, so we're going to grab this. We're gonna go here. Look, we've only took 1 bar from him. That's sad. We've only took 1 bar from bro. He should be okay with a 70% damage reduction, 70% chance of evasion. So that's all I'm saying. You should be good to go. So let me see what we're talking about here. Of course, you started off with a Ki Blast super attack. We finna absorb that, player. You feel me? We finna absorb that. Now, let me get that. Let me get that right there. Just look at that. Look at that, bro. That's crazy. 34 Bionic Punisher. Did they just make the androids just fire again? Disable the guard. Okay, cool. Yo, I really do think a full android team just does God's work. Just a full android team. You know what I'm saying? Anything other than a full Android team, kind of crazy. That's crazy. A full Android team is actually decent. We just need a couple more pieces, right? STR Perfect Cell is just not gonna cut it. I don't know what we're gonna do here, because we're not in the first slot, so it looks like we may just get cooked, right? No. He ate that like a champ. 16 is fire. 16 is fire. Not even capping. Pop. 16 is fire. Whoa. Whoa. I like him. I like him. This is what, 3? Okay, so now this is what I'm gonna do here. Cause like low key, I don't. Wait, do they link up? Barely. So we barely link up with him, right? So one thing I want to do is, I know the Ki Blast super attacks is gonna happen in the first, probably in the last, if I had to make a guess, right? I could pop the active skill. It's an Usher, but see, cause it's kind of crazy what they did to me. Cause they, right here, it's like from the 5th turn, or is the enemies a Goku? So we have to wait for a little bit to even pop the active there. 50 something percent, because right in the first slot we get hit almost on 3, not quite. And then all allies, defense 30% plus attack 30% for characters who belong to androids on uncontrollable power after receiving the attack. Defense goes up. Wow, so defense goes up 160% in the 2nd slot. That's even better. You know, just for like purposes of experimental purposes, we're gonna keep him in the 1st slot here, right? So we're gonna get 8 key sphere. We're gonna save some for Cell. So we're gonna get 8 key spheres, right? So we're gonna get the 8 key spheres, and what that's gonna do when receiving a Key Blast super attack and defense 15% for Android allies, right? Then we're here in the second slot, so our defense is gonna go up ×3. Who's coming in? So 17 is gonna be here that turn. Cause I see it's gonna be the 5th turn next turn, and I want to use the active skill because other than that I would put him in the last slot, and he's gonna be nice, but we're just gonna hold off right here just temporarily. So we're gonna grab this. Can I get any rainbow key spheres to give Cell a damage reduction? So right now, like I said, Cell has a our enemy's attack goes on 20%. Our allies defense 40%. Okay, so we could have attack and defense goes up ×3 when attacking. So we have a 70% damage reduction, right? 70% with 3 rainbow key spheres obtained. All right, let's give it a shot. I mean, I wish they had a Goku enemy so I can pop 16's active, but it's not looking that way, right? So mind you, 50-something% damage reduction. Does it proc every single time I get a nullified Key Blast super attack? Like, you see that? Is that every single time, or is it just only that one time that I'm gonna get that 15% for 2 turns? Like, is it multiplicative? Like, is it gonna be 30 next time if I get hit by it again? 35 is nice. 35 is nice. 42. Okay, so can we do one more? I put AA in my kit. One more? 36. Oh, one more. Can you hit me with another super attack? Is he hitting me with another one? Or is he gonna wait till last slot? Last slot, okay. All right. And then I think I get defense from 16. I think 50% defense for allies because of the unit super attack. So Cell might have a little bit more defense, 65% extra defense, which is, you know, everything matters. But let's see where we at. Okay. All right, 3. So let's see if we survive. If we survive, we survive. If we don't survive, we don't survive. That's all it is. You what? I don't know who else I was gonna put in that spot. He ate it. Do you see what I'm talking about? He ate it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now I have 1.5 million. Look at the defense right there. Look at the defense. It's crazy considering, because let's look at his kit here. For every attack performed, defense goes up. So we perform 4 attacks. Wow. So our defense isn't fully maxed out here. We have 2 turns of that left. What I'm gonna do last time, because I didn't, this time because I didn't do it last time, I didn't pop the active in the last slot to proc the rest of his passive, right? So as a 3rd attacker in a turn, attack 160%, and I didn't do that. So you see that when attacking as a 3rd attack in a turn, you get that 160% one turn. I didn't get that popped off, so I'm gonna put him in the last slot here. Let's go ahead and pop this here, and let's see what we talking about. All right, Hell's Flash. We're probably gonna eat this super attack. There's no 17 or 18 attack in the turn, so we're not gonna get that 2-turn defensive support that we would have gotten. You feel me? That'd have been nice, especially right now considering what bro's getting into. Let me see what that 74 million. Broke one of his attacks. Wow. 74 million. 74 million. Okay, so then we have him in the second slot. And as the second attacker, actually, we should put him in the first slot. Can we get a 60% damage reduction, launch additional super attack, or a chance, and then all allies defense 30%, attack 30% for characters or androids. Yeah, let's just go ahead and after we receive an attack. So we're gonna do this with him. We're gonna pop this with Cell. You know what I'm saying? 35% attack and defense for battle. Give him a little boosty. And he's already got his revival out, right? So you know we get more damage reduction added to my boy. So let me see what we looking like. What we looking like right now? 2 million. Okay. 2 million, 15% damage reduction added on. So we have a 35%. And then if we receive a super attack, it's 30%. So we'd have a what, 65%. We got one attack at the last slot. So let's just thug this out. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna grab all of these, and then it'd be nice if we survive this because we're gonna win. Because next turn I'll pop the Usher, and I'll pop the active skill, and then we take a decent amount of shit from bro here. So look at this, 60 million. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that, and it's a critty. Big critties and big titties. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. 39. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a 68. Hey, wow. 42. 4? Like that. Cuz is tweaking. 73. Oh, he in his bag. He in his bag. He in his bag. Then we got hit. So allies, a 30% attack and defense for allies. And then, yeah, come on, bro. 60% damage reduction, 3 million defense. We get ×3 almost when we get hit. We're eating that, bro. We're eating that. Yum. 36. Hopefully he's super attacking us in the second slot. That way we can counter. And we disable his guard. Thank you. No way he does it 3 times. If he does it more than this, he's crazy. So then we're going to go ahead and absorb that. We're just dog walking this guy this fight. Yeah. Wow. We're putting in work. All is up to sell. It's up to sell now. It's up to sell. Right? We've gained most of the defensive passives from the droids, 15% for 2 turns. We got 30% defense for Android allies. 30% attack. We got 50% the last turn. So we got a lot. And he has a 2 million defense, which is 3 super attacks, 35% damage reduction right now. Woo! Let's go. Now I could, no Usher here. So what is the Usher? It's like can be activated in face of one enemy whose HP is 35% or more, or when facing. So 35% or more. That's insane. And we're gonna put him in the first slot, so he should evade every single thing that we see. So we watch this again? Might as well, right? Might as well. Wow, that's crazy. 35% or more. I really want to just like front run. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to do here. There's a flash. Go ahead and pop it just like that. Wow. I'm like, they actually can die, but I don't know if I even want to. I mean, we won't die because we have what? Unless he just, let me see what he looks like here. His guard is disabled, right? So his guard's disabled. Each turn pass, his attack, he's already maxed out on his attack. If he normals us, we won't die from that, especially considering what we have here. I low-key want to put him in the first slot, as a first attacker. I really want to do that, but I feel like, it was their showcase, so I want to see something with him. Let's see what if we get 8 or more key spheres. Yeah, we might as well. Let me see what we're looking like here. 10, 11 right there. So we have 11, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 8 regular key spheres. Attack and defense 35% per key sphere obtained. Where are we at right now? We're at 516. We want to grab all this. 516, which puts us at 1 million. 1 million with a 53% chance of evading, 52% damage reduction. And then if we hit a key blast super attack, we're gonna absorb it. And then if we with HP is 35% or less, if we did get hit or we're beneath that point, we're gonna get more damage reduction, chance of evasion too. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Let's put bro right there. Let's go ahead and follow up like this. Game time. Unless we just don't do enough, which I just don't see that being the case. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it being the case here. Appreciate the weaves. Okay, eat those. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And then it's that simple. It's that simple. Gogeta just got, the only hit he got was Cell. That's the only one he's gotten. Look at that, 15% for allies. I mean, for Android allies. Yeah, 50 million. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, stop playing with them. Stop playing with them, bro. 50 mil after just absorbing everything. Stop. Stop. Just stop. I wish they did 3. So it is. And so when greatly raising attack and defense per turn, it's just multiplicative for that turn, however many they do. This is 2. One more. Damn, I thought we was gonna get in the bag. We did not. Let's go ahead and put him in the coffin. Android 16. You know what to do. 71 million, and it's a crit too. Ah, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. We are back. I tell you what, I'm proud of Cell. He aged well. I ain't even trying to ROM. I'm talking about technique Cell. SDR Cell, okay, but all we need is the gammas. Let me bring out the gammas and make them real support heavy. I promise you this team is top tier. I promise you.